I have been nominated for Client of the Month, which is pretty cool, I suppose. A little bit it got me by surprise, to be honest, because I just come to ForeverStrong to do some training, and when Kevin sent me the email, it was quite a cool feeling, I must say. I just want to tell you my story of how I got to ForeverStrong and pretty much just tell you my experience that I've had here. My wife thought it was a good idea to buy me a birthday gift in the form of a 6-week challenge. To be perfectly honest, I was a little bit taken aback because I was like, geez man, Levi, what do you think of me? I mean, you reckon I've got a little bit overweight or what's going on? But truth be told, I wasn't actually in very bad shape. I maybe didn't have the best eating habits, and as I said, didn't have a structured routine. I did a bit of running, a bit of mountain biking and stuff like that, but nothing in the form of ForeverStrong. I actually came to ForeverStrong when my wife brought me as a buddy, and I'll be perfectly honest, it was very overwhelming. The first thing that got to me was the fact that there were so many women in the gym, and I felt very self-conscious. I was like, I can't see myself here, this is just a bit weird and awkward. But as soon as I started doing some of the exercises, I realized, no, this is actually something that I could do. So my wife did the 6-week challenge. She had a very successful time here, and she reached her goals and things like that. And then I thought, okay, cool, well, my turn. So I actually started just before lockdown. I had 3 weeks of the challenge before lockdown, and then lockdown came. I actually already had lost, I think, 3 or 4% body fat halfway through the challenge, so it was going really well the first time around. And then lockdown came, and I think everyone shared similar types of stories about lockdown in terms of maybe a bit indulging in extra baking with the kiddies and things like that. So I started again after the lockdown, but I hadn't gained as much body fat as what I had initially started. So I kind of felt when I started the second time around, I really had to work a bit harder to reach my goals. The sessions got better and better and easier with the exercises. And what I love about ForeverStrong is, even though I've been here for 6 months now, I feel that there is still exercises that I do that I've never done before quite regularly. So I dig the way how it keeps on changing, and there's always a bit of an extra spin that you can take on it. So yeah, so basically the 6-week challenge went really well for me. I completed it. I just had such a great time in the gym. Obviously that whole thing about being self-conscious in the beginning went away. There is no judgment in this place, and that's the best thing. I love the fact that there is so many different people at different phases of their lives, different ages, different shapes and sizes, as they say, but no one judges. Everyone just does their thing, and everyone is so encouraging. I love the fact how when I'm busy with an exercise and one of the coaches will just walk past, and just when I'm thinking I'm doing like a box jump on the next level, then Keegs or someone will walk past and he'll just like flip the box on its side that I didn't even know it could stand on, and he's like, come on Quentin, go for it. So the coaches are just incredible, man. Everyone, I'm too scared to name them, but from Sheldon and Tian, Dian, and Volbu, and Keegan, as I said, they are just so encouraging. What I love about them is they actually are happy when you reach your goals. They've really got true. They really want you to achieve your goals, and I think that's very special about this place. Is they generally want you to achieve, and they're happy for you, and that's amazing when you can have happiness for other people when they do their thing. All the familiar faces are just so awesome when you come here. Just the little chat that you have, the little wink, or the little extra run around the block that we do in the mornings or after a session. It's just great to see a familiar face, and again, everyone's just so encouraging, and everyone's so keen to kind of just give a word of hope and inspiration. So obviously I had a couple of things that I saw in my body that was obviously beneficial, and I think I kind of for the first time almost had a little bit of tone and even a bit of a six-pack or something like that. I haven't had that since I was like, I don't know, a skinny little 13-year-old. But that was great. The physical changes that you see is amazing. But what is even more important was the emotional changes. It's incredible how much more positive I've become. How again the self-confidence and just the fact that I'm so motivated and energized. And I think that has been almost more important in my journey at ForeverStrong. Is I get serious FOMO if I can't make a single day at the gym, and I just know it's because it's not only the physical thing, it's the emotional well-being that is so important as well. As I said, I'm quite an avid trail runner, a mountain biker, and I never really did ForeverStrong specifically to get better in those disciplines. But the amazing thing is, ever since ForeverStrong, ever since I've been training here, I've realized that when I get on the bike or when I get on the trails, I am so much stronger and my performance is so much better. And I didn't really, as I said, I didn't come to ForeverStrong to be a better trail runner, but I honestly have realized that it's so important to have the balance between the different types of exercises. And I just think that ForeverStrong has really kind of just made me a more well-rounded type of athlete. Because, as I said, I've been training muscles that I've never trained in my life before, and I've been training muscles that I never knew I had before. In the beginning, obviously, you felt it, but obviously over time you get a bit stronger and you don't really actually feel too sore after exercising. I really think ForeverStrong is for anyone and everyone. I honestly would recommend it to everyone that I know, and it's such an awesome vibe here. I've got to give a shout out to Kevin and his team, and to every member of ForeverStrong. We often talk about the family, and I honestly think and can agree with the fact that this is like a family away from home. So yeah, the journey's been incredible. The nomination came as a surprise, and I think that was also something that I wanted to mention earlier about when lockdown or after lockdown, there was no any events anymore. There were no triathlons anymore. There were no trail running events anymore, and ForeverStrong became my event. And I think that also has been amazing. Is the fact that now I've had an event to do, and yeah, this nomination almost kind of feels like I've achieved something, like maybe made a podium or something like that. I don't know. But it's been great. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it didn't bore the living daylights out of you. And I don't know, do I get like a free t-shirt now or something?
You do.
I get a t-shirt!